It's like drinking orange juice.
It's like drinking orange juice in the morning. Okay.
A little more tart than orange juice, but you get the idea.
I get it. You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm rolling.
You're rolling.
So whenever you're ready to go.
I do.
Stand by. Stand by.
Hey, it's Janan German, Charleston's concierge realtor, and I have someone really special for you to meet today. I'm with the owner of Graft Wine Bar, Mr.
Femi Oyediran.
See? I'm glad you said that. I was going to mess it up so bad. I was trying, though. I was trying. But I'm so excited to meet you because I've been wanting to meet you for a very long time. As you know, I am a local realtor here in Charleston, and I want to present to my audience of homeowners, home buyers, and friends all the really cool, amazing things about Charleston and amazing places in our neighborhoods that we need to explore and check out. So, of course, beautiful Graft Wine Shop here in Cannonboro, Elliottboro is a top destination. So tell me a little bit about yourself and what got you into the wine industry and why you decided to open Graft Wine Shop.
Yeah, it's a little bit of background. You know, I've been in Charleston for 20 years this year, actually, which is wild to say out loud. But I, for a number of years, worked in restaurants and kind of really developed a love for wine and hospitality, and set my path on becoming a sommelier, a wine steward, a wine lover, someone that works in the trade of wine.
Right.
And after a few years of kind of pursuing that through academia and, you know, just experience.
Work. Yeah.
You know, I kind of, you know, realized that I had something that I wanted to create. I wanted to create my own space that reflected everything I learned about the industry and everything I didn't really like about the industry and all the potential I saw for the industry.
Right.
And in many ways, that's Graft.
That's Graft. That's Graft.
Yeah.
And so Cannonboro, Elliottboro is a suburb of downtown. Really neat area, lots of history, lots of charm. Why here?
So technically we're in North Central.
Oh,
North Central. Yeah, absolutely,
okay.
No doubt. But you know, I think if you think back to, you know, when we opened about 7 years ago.
Okay.
You know, we've got Leon's next door, and at the time, Pensito and Lefty was right over here, and it just kind of really seemed like this was an amazing area, as Charleston's been changing, to kind of place a, you know, sort of a modern, you know, wine space. And we knew that we had such a great neighborhood around us, and we wanted to create a place that'd be a convivial spot that would kind of serve as a hub for the neighborhood. And
Love it.
So yeah, that's something.
Love it. So do you find that the neighborhood comes to hang out? The neighborhood fully support?
I mean, we're through and through a neighborhood spot. One of my favorite programs that we do here is we have an weekly event called Good Neighbor Sunday. Every Sunday, we put tents in the parking lot. We have scores of people that come out. We play music. We turn it up. We get food vendors outside that serve food every week. Amazing food. And it's about 3 hours every Sunday. It's 3 to 6 p.m. So you can come out, see your friends, have a good time, be in bed by 7.
That's what we need.
It's a great neighborhood
and even
party.
if you don't live here,
even if you don't love wine, it's a great place to be. And it's my favorite place to be every Sunday. And I know I'm biased, but you know, it's a good time.
It's a good time. Good time. So with North Central, you live in the neighborhood too. So that makes it even more special.
I live, you know, less than a mile away from here. I can bike over here, walk in here, over here in no time. But you know, for me, really, the idea was I wanted to be very close to work.
Very close to work.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know, when you own a business, you know, anything can happen, and being able to be in that space very quickly, especially when you need to leave or come back, or you know, if you forgot something. It's just really ideal to be less than 5 minutes away from home, and that's something I think a lot of people take for granted when we live in Charleston.
It's important.
It's not too much of a commute for a lot of us, especially for me. And it just makes me love the experience of owning this place, just being so close down.
Very cool. I'm still kind of stuck on what a sommelier is. Even saying the word, like I'm a concierge realtor, you're a sommelier.
Yeah.
Let's get into a little bit more of like what that actually means and what that looks like.
I think firstly, using the word sommelier, sometimes I wonder if it does more harm than good.
Right.
You know, because really what a sommelier is a wine steward, you know, and what we do is twofold. We have experience and with wine, and we have we understand the language of communicating wine to people that don't have the language to communicate wine. And we also kind of do give them the service of helping them get that wine and selling that wine to them. Being a sommelier to me is anyone that kind of works in the craft, deals with people. To me, there's many ways that we can kind of talk about doing the work as a sommelier, but anyone that works in a restaurant and wine shop, if you are dealing with people, if you're helping with people, if you're working behind the wine program, it's really a daily practice. That to me is a sommelier. And there are many loose definitions of what a sommelier is to me. But for someone like me that, spends a lot of time in dining rooms, and I speak to other sommeliers from around the country, some of the people I think are some of the best in the country, I kind of think that there's certainly an idea of a daily practice of the work.
Right. Yeah. So cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
And I think a lot of people want to know more as people have more access to information. They want to know what they're getting and what they can expect.
Sommeliers are not meant to be gatekeepers,
Right.
They're meant to be opening doors for people and getting them to one place to another destination in a very seamless fashion.
Love it. Love it. So all the wines here you personally curated?
Yeah, I curate all the wines here. I've got a really great team as well, and we're all picky. You know what I mean?
You know what you like.
Exactly.
You know what's good.
We all kind of know what we like. We're
and
picky.
There's different price points.
Yeah.
Not everything.
There's something fair for everybody. You got to think, there's, 100 different types of wine customers, and we do our best within the range of the things that we like and we think were appropriate to find the wines that we think that kind of match those different things, but all together looks as one. You think about a great playlist, right?
Yeah.
A great wine shop, a great wine selection is a great playlist. You get all the hits, you get the different styles, you have the the beat switches.
I like that. I love that.
It's good stuff. Yeah,
that's a great analogy for sure. So what's next for Graft? Are you looking at any other locations? What's the plan?
What's next is next door.
Next door?
Yeah, we're opening up a pizzeria in just a few weeks there called Tutti.
What's it called again?
It's called Tutti.
I love
Tutti,
that.
New York style pizzeria. We teamed up with our friend of ours that has opened a pizza box in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
And kind of just combining
all the love,
all the good stuff, exactly.
All the good stuff, pizza, wine.
People are going to love it. I think it's going to be an amazing piece for the neighborhood, an extension of Graft in many ways.
Right.
And that's going to make our Sunday parties even better.
Even better. When is that set to open?
In March.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Coming soon.
Coming at you.
Pizza shop. For sure.
That's right.
Well, I'm glad we sat down and had this chat. I'm really excited to see Graft grow, your new spot, and excited to have more of our homeowners, residents, and friends come in and visit this amazing spot. We're also going to do you're going to show me some tips on buying wine since I'm here.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We'll do that in just a second.
Sure. Gotcha.
Okay, so we are going to shop now, and I need your expertise to help me when shopping for wine on a consistent basis. I love very deep, full body, heavy red. But I'm interested to hear your tips and pointers for picking out
cool, amazing. So one of the first things we like to do with people is we like to get them comfortable. And the best way to get people comfortable is to talk to them about what they've enjoyed in the past, right? So are there wines that you've had recently personally that you think are delicious, that you think back to, you're like, man, that was pretty good?
Yeah, like I said, I like a heavy, full body heavy on the tongue.
Right, exactly.
Lots of jamminess.
Yeah, of course.
But it was a petite Syrah.
Yeah, you like stuff that's kind of cushiony, it's got some volume, right? Yeah, rich and powerful. So,
flavorful.
Yeah, so there are many ways we can kind of skin that cat, but one for me that kind of sticks out is a winery called Marietta. I'll pull this out in my back and not bring the bottle, right? So we got Marietta. This is the one it's called Cristo, and it's a blend of Syrah, Grenache. You remember that one?
Yeah, I know that one. That's my favorite.
Right? And Viognier. And what's really great, these people are in northern Sonoma, and it's a family-owned winery. And what's really unique to me and special is that all the farming of the property is done organically.
Right.
The gentleman that owns it, his brother's also a winemaker, and he also makes fabulous wines. Their father was really to be a legend of Sonoma, and so it's phenomenal to support this winery, support this family. I love what they're doing. The wines are delicious. And if you're talking about a full body wine,
this would be the one.
it's delicious.
Okay, so let's talk about price points.
Yeah.
What are the price points here? What can I?
Price is one of the most important things that we consider in this space.
Yeah.
If you take a look around the shelves, everything in every category is organized by price, and that's because that's the way people shop.
I didn't even notice that.
When someone goes into a shop, absolutely. When I talk to my friends before we open up Graft, we ask them, what are the things that are most important to you when you go shop for wine? They go, I walk in with an idea of how much I'm going to spend. Right? So we have designed the shelves to reflect that. You know exactly how much you're going to spend, and so I purchase wines based on what I think is relevant for that price.
Right. Yeah. And so there's all variations within that price point.
I am always considering price. Okay. Right. So I'm always thinking, what do I need to do in below 30? What am I missing in under 40? What would be amazing to have over 50? Mm-hmm. And these are the considerations that we make. So every category is very important. Every price range is very important. And that makes it easier for us to have conversations with people. To ask them how much you want to spend. And then
you go from there.
Go from there.
Special occasion, I want to splurge.
Yeah, exactly. Or you're like, I'm going to spend $100.
But I need 4 bottles.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right. So it's easy for us to kind of pick that way because we know we need to stick right here.
Right here.
And we talk about it, and it encourages you to really make sure that this spot here is well curated. You're going to have enough for those people to shop with.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So, local favorites. I know we got Don Lucci.
Don Lucci's in the house. Amazing.
In the house. That's amazing. And you helped with kind of the behind the scenes work.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. That's cool. So Charleston is on the map for wine, and we love it. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me and give me all this good information for my friends to come in and enjoy wine.
Always a good time to talk about wine.
Always a good time. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Cool.